For today, we will be focusing on stretching and strengthening your psoas muscles. So your psoas muscles are the major connectors between your torso and your legs. So they run from your lumbar spine through your pelvis to your femur, which is your thigh bone. So if you experience any kind of tightness or weakness in these regions, you will experience some lower back pain as well. So before we start, you might just want to keep a block, a pillow or a blanket by your side, a belt or a towel. Now we're going to dive straight in. So sitting in your most comfortable position, very gently closing your eyes. Setting your intention for today's practice. Reminding yourself of the reason why you're present here on the mat today. Taking a deep breath in, creating more space. And as we exhale, we can start to draw circles with our chin. And going the other way around. Very slowly coming all the way back to center. Can we start to draw circles with our hips? And we're going to come right back to center. Opening our eyes with a few blinks. Can we start to extend the spine, lifting our fingertips all the way up, keeping your belly in, lifting any weight off your lower back. We'll take 3 more breaths here. And gently releasing our hands. Now we're going to come up onto all fours, palms on our knees. Now taking some time here to just warm up your wrist, so we can either point our fingers out to the sides or have them pointing in towards you, whichever works. We'll keep pushing through our arms, breathing. And coming right back to center. Now having our palms shoulder width apart, your index fingers parallel to one another. Can we start to tuck the toes in, and on an exhalation, can we pull the belly in, lift up into our downward facing dog, and can we move a little in our legs, pedaling our feet. Slow and easy. Enjoying the movement. We'll take 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now can we start to very slowly walk our feet up towards our palms. Now, can we take a moment here to find length? So bring your hands to your shin, gazing to a point ahead of you. Lengthen. And very gently releasing your hands down towards the ground, allowing your fingers to just stay wherever they reach. Feel free to have a slight bend in the knees, or you can straighten the legs out very slowly. Keeping the belly in, breathing. Inhale, gently gazing forward. Exhale, drop your palms down. Can we now step back into our plank? Inhale, take a moment to engage. Exhale, drop your knees down. We're going to squeeze the elbows in as we lower ourselves right down to the mat. Now we're going to take ourselves into our cobra. So shifting your palms back a little, roll the shoulders open, only lifting your chest up. Breathing. Tuck the toes in, push yourself up onto all fours. Once again, coming into your downward dog. Now, if this is feeling okay, we can start to straighten the legs out, squeezing the thighs, keeping the belly in. We'll take 3 more breaths. And starting to once again walk our feet up towards our palms. And we're going to find length, gazing to a point ahead of us, breathing. Now we're going to take ourselves into a half forward fold. So bending the knees a little deeper, can we bring our hands to our hips? Keep the belly in. Now can we shift our hips forward as we straighten both our legs out? We do not want to push the hips too far back. You will end up overstretching your hamstrings. So guide yourself forward. Breathe. Push your heels down towards the ground to help you maintain your balance. Keep the chest lifted. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now bend the knees, drop your palms down, step back. Inhale, take it to your plank. Exhale, drop the knees down, squeeze the elbows in, lower yourself down. Inhale, shift your palms back, lifting only your chest. Squeeze the elbows to the sides of your body. Exhale. We're going to push back up into our downward dog. Another 3 more breaths. And gently lowering our knees down to the ground. We want to keep our shoulders in line with our wrist. We're going to go into our cat-cow stretch. Inhale, can we round our chest forward, lifting our tailbone up towards the ceiling. Now exhale, round your spine, belly in, chin to your chest. Keep pushing through your arms. Inhale, can we round forward? Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Very gently coming back to a neutral spine. Now inhale, can we start to extend the right leg back? Exhale, can we cross it over to the left side? Gently turning over to your left, looking back towards your right foot. Keep pushing through the arms, keeping the belly in. Gently coming all the way back to center. We're going to switch over, left leg back, cross it over to the right side, gently gazing over to your right. Breathe. And we're going to come all the way back. Perfect. Now tuck the toes in. On an exhalation, we're going to lift up into our downward facing dog. Inhale, can we start to lift our right leg up towards the ceiling? Keep your hips squared. Flex the foot in towards you, squeezing both your thighs. Now exhale, we're going to step our right foot in between our palms and we're going to drop the left knee down. Now if you're feeling any kind of discomfort in the left knee, please place a towel under for some cushion. Now belly in, can we push ourselves right up into our low lunge? So we're not sinking into the lower back this way. I want you to instead pull the hips back. Now we want to guide the left hip forward a little, squeezing your left bum in order to engage the glute. Belly in, tuck the tailbone down. Now only if this is feeling okay, go a little deeper into the right leg. Keep pulling your weight back at the same time, and we're going to reach both hands up for the ceiling. Breathe, lifting your weight up, staying very engaged. 5 more breaths. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, palms down. And exhale, step back into your downward facing dog. We'll take a moment here. Inhale, lifting your left foot up, flex your foot in, square your hips, squeezing both your thighs. Exhale, step your foot in between your palms, and we're going to drop our right knee down. Now, belly in, can you pop yourself right up? Pulling your weight back. Now guide your right hip forward, squeeze the right bum, belly in, tuck the tailbone down. If this is feeling okay, go just a little deeper into your left knee, and we're going to reach our hands up for the ceiling. Breathe. 5, 4, 3. Trying to focus a little more on strength versus flexibility. 2, and 1. Now, hands to heart center, palms down. We're going to step right back into our downward dog and breathing. Inhale, pull forward into your plank. Exhale, transition. Inhale, shift the palms back, cobra, lifting only your chest. Exhale, back into your downward facing dog. Now we're going to guide you into your half pigeon. We'll go into it step by step. Inhale, can we start to lift the right leg up? Now exhale, gazing forward. Can you bring your right knee to your right wrist, dropping it down? Perfect. Now we're going to shift the left leg as far back as we can. We want to try to stay on the ball of the left foot. Now walk your fingertips back towards your hips. Breathing. Take the conscious effort to guide your left hip forward, engaging the left glute, and we want to lift our weight up, extending the spine. Belly in, breathing, staying in a more active half pigeon. Use your breath to take you deeper. We'll take 3 more breaths. And can we start to very slowly walk our hands forward? We are going to drop the elbows down, pushing firmly through the arms, keeping the chest lifted, your spine long. Breathing. Squeezing the left glute will help you to level your hips. Once again, we're staying a little more active in the posture. We're not allowing ourselves to just sink in. Three more breaths. On our next inhalation, we're going to guide ourselves up onto our palms. Now we're going to guide you into your double pigeon. So we're going to drop the right hip down onto the mat. We're going to very slowly bring our left leg forward. We're going to stack the left ankle on top of your right knee. So left ankle on top of the right knee, and we're going to try guiding our right foot forward. So imagine you're trying to stack knee over ankle, ankle over knee. If your knee's up a little higher, please don't worry. Feel free to even place a block or a book in between. Now inhale, can we sit up tall, find length, exhale, belly in. We're going to fold at the hip. We're going to reach out to wherever is best for us. Lengthen. We don't want to end up sinking in. Try to create more space instead. You will be feeling more of a stretch on your left side. Breathing easy. 5 long breaths here. Before we guide ourselves out, can we try reaching out just a little further? And then we can start to walk right back in. Perfect. Now we're going to release. We're going to cross the ankles, drop our palms down, and we're going to step back into our downward dog and stretch the legs out. Take a moment here. Now over to the other side. Inhale, can we lift the left foot up? Breathing. Exhale, gaze forward. Bring your left knee to your left wrist. Drop it down. And we're going to shift the right leg back to our maximum. Staying on the ball of our right foot. Fingertips back towards your hips. Breathing. Now take the conscious effort to guide your right hip forward. Engaging the right glute. Lifting. Lengthening. 5 long breaths here. And we can start to walk forward, dropping our elbows down, pushing firmly through your arms. Deep, deep breaths. Engaging your right glute will help us to balance the hips, to level the hips. Five more breaths. And very gently guiding ourselves up onto our palms. We're going to transition into our double pigeon. So dropping the left hip down, we're going to move the right leg forward, and we're going to stack the right ankle on top of our left knee. Now we're going to guide the left foot forward. So stacking knee over ankle, ankle over knee. We're going to inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, belly in, folding at the hip, reaching out to wherever is best for us. Breathing very comfortably. 5 long breaths here. Before we guide ourselves up, can we reach out just a little further? And then coming all the way back in. Perfect. Now we can start to cross the ankles and drop the palms down, reaching back into our downward dog. We'll take a moment here. And then inhale, pulling forward into our plank. Exhale, lowering ourselves down. Inhale, shifting the palms back, lifting the chest. And exhaling, back downward dog. We will take 5 breaths here. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, gazing forward. Can we come into our cross-legged seated position? Now, keeping our pillow or block and the belt by our sides, we will start to lower ourselves down onto the ground. Perfect. Now, taking a moment here, can we just sway a little side to side, breathing. Whenever you're ready, we're going to grab onto the belt or the towel that you have, and we're going to hook it around your right foot. Perfect. And then start to lift the right leg up towards the ceiling, breathing very comfortably, pulling your shoulders back. Try your best not to lift the shoulders. Guide them down onto the mat. Keep the neck long. Try your best to straighten the right leg out to your maximum. Deep, deep breaths. Now, only if this is feeling comfortable can we start to extend the left leg out onto the mat. 10 long breaths here. Five more breaths. Now, slow and easy. Can we bend the right knee, release the belt, and we can start to extend the legs out. Perfect. Giving our legs a bit of a shake. Now switching over to the other side, bending back both our knees. This time belt around the ball of your left foot, and we are going to lift the left foot up. Now roll the shoulders back onto the mat. Keep the neck long, breathing comfortably. Only if this is feeling comfortable can we extend the right leg out ahead of us. Breathing. 10 long breaths here. Five more breaths. And very gently bending our knees, taking the belt away, keeping it by our side. We're going to extend the legs out, giving our legs a bit of a shake. One last posture for today. We're going to bend the knees, feet down on the ground. Now grabbing onto either your pillow, your block, or your book. We're going to lift the hips up. We're going to place it under our sacrum. So not your mid back, push it down a little, and then we are going to lift both our feet up towards the ceiling. Feel free to have a slight bend in the knees if you need to. Or you can straighten the legs out. Hands by your sides. We can start to close our eyes and just completely relax. Five more breaths. We can start to very gently release our feet back down to the ground. Now we're going to take a couple of breaths here. Taking your time to lift your hips up and take the block away. Perfect. Now, can we start to connect the soles of our feet together, allowing our knees to fall to either side, placing our left palm over the heart, right palm of our lower abdomen, being very aware of our breath. Taking a deep breath in. And as we exhale, guiding our knees back together, releasing our hands by our sides, extending the legs out, wiggling our toes, giving slight movement to our fingers, turning our head left and right. Squeezing all our toes together, pulling in our kneecaps, tightening our thighs, tucking in our tummy, making a fist with our hands, tightening our shoulders, chest, facial muscles. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And completely relaxing. Letting go of any tension, any stress, any pain. Whenever you're ready, we are going to turn to our side and then guiding ourselves up into our comfortable seated position. Rubbing our palms together, massaging the back of our neck, our shoulders, lower back, our hips, and our knees. Very gently bringing both palms to heart center and opening our eyes with a few blinks. Thank you so much for joining me for today's Vinyasa Stretch class. Please rest well, drink lots of water, nourish your body, and I will see you very, very soon.